Well, seeded 2-4 got another game coming up for you. B Digital 232323. Road to 100 wins. Top 100. Go. Let's see. We're going back with the Cavaliers again. Let's go with the Lakers. That's what we're going to go with. Suns. Nope. Oh, they got my boys. Brandon Roy. Oh, man. Okay. Going for a fast lineup. Roy. What, took Rubio out?
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks,
Go.
everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The crowd
Let's go.
here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves.
Oh, go get that!
Regular season for them.
Well, they like this matchup.
Watch out for
They
Chase
won
Budden.
both games against this club a year ago, so they feel confident going into tonight.
Presented by State Farm. Here are the starters for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Big men Derek Williams and Kevin Love. Budinger and Kirilenko, they're the wings. And it's Roy in at the 1 spot. And for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters in the back. Thompson at the 4 and Verajao at the 5. And it's Miles in at the 3 spot. When you're at or Clark near the bottom of your respective conferences, you still have to look for the positive things to stay focused on.
Without question, Kevin, you have to hang your hat on positive stuff. And an interconference sweep isn't a bad place to start in that regard, Kevin. Take a look at those games, figure out what went right, and try to build on that.
The shot by Kirilenko, no good. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Rick Adelman.
Dunk on the boy. There was my boy, but they ain't going to dunk on him.
A player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts.
You hit them with what's it called?
Him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because
You hit them with Kirilenko. You're good.
Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
And thank you, Doris.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Kept alive. And Verajao kicks to Waiters. Miles dishes to Irving. Tries again.
Come on, now. Can't go up.
Kevin, they were a
Kyrie?
step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
You know, one thing you might not know about
Bad
Kyrie
shot,
Irving,
bad
he's
shot.
actually an Australian citizen. His dad played professionally down under, and so Irving was actually born in Melbourne, just like
Oh, how did I miss the rebound?
Love kicks to Williams.
Kick out.
Roy passes to Love. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Irving from long range.
Go.
Count that one. Irving's got 5 points so far. And Kyrie Irving actually toyed with the idea of playing for Australia's national team for a while.
Yeah, but I think his first choice remains to play for Team USA, and given the
watch
start to
Kevin
his
Love.
NBA
He
career,
will hurt you on this
things
game.
may fall
Trust
right
me,
in
I
line
know.
in that regard.
I've heard plenty of Kevin Love.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Launches a 3.
I can't shoot with Kyrie
For
Irving.
rebound. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And not to discount defense, guys, but it was their effectiveness offensively that allowed them to finish that game out.
Defense.
Yeah, spoken like a true sharpshooter. The battle at that end of the floor, which they won easily, really told the story.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Clark.
Don't be a range shots,
On the
fellas.
other end to set up that fast break.
That's what you want to do after the turnover. Push the ball up the floor and strike quickly.
Put your hand up. Put your hand up. Stick it
Well
out.
defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger.
You know
You
it.
have to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
It really didn't seem to matter to the Timberwolves last year whether they were playing home or away. They had the same record in both categories. Kevin, I got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 14th in rebounding, 15th in three-point shooting. And as far as steals go, bottom third of the league. That's unacceptable.
Thompson.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got his second basket of the night. And that record you mentioned, Clark, 13 and 20. Not a terrible mark on the road for the Wolves, given all the injury woes they had. And see if they're going to look to improve that, I'm sure.
Yeah, and that number got worse at the end of the year after they suffered some injuries. So I don't think their road record was as bad as what it ended up to look like. But this is a team on the rise, guys. There's no question.
Oh, come on.
This is a big season for them, though. And they've got to establish themselves on the road if they're going to be a playoff contender.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to Indiana.
And that game featured one of the least consistent offensive performances you're going to see from them, Clark.
Yeah, no spurt ability on display at all, fellas. I mean, he
Just
needed to make a few
jump
runs,
shot,
but it just
Chase.
never was able to happen for him.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice
Oh, let's go.
Point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely, we're seeing more and more of that.
So, jump shot. You got to score some help in the game.
Point guard now has never been as prominent and as important, I think, in the game than it is right now.
I agree.
Some of that is the rule changes, guys. No hand checks. The floor is more spread.
I'm going to figure out that jump shot, though.
Breed of athletic
Shoot.
guards. So
Figure out that
exciting.
jump shot.
And we've reached the end of the first.
17-9 in the first, start of the second.
Here in this NBA opener.
Let's keep it
And
going.
from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've
Get
done.
down.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Budinger and Kirilenko, they're the wing.
I can shoot with Waiters and not Kyrie.
And it's Roy in
That's
at the
crazy.
point.
I get two
Now let's
units,
go
though.
to
These
Doris.
two units are hot.
Doris.
Well, Kevin Love last season finished with over 100 three-pointers made and won the three-point shootout. For a powerful big man, he's shown himself capable of stepping outside and shooting with range. He said, coming into the league, I had certain coaches telling me not to shoot threes and that I'd never shoot threes in the NBA. I wanted to, like I have my entire basketball career going back to middle school, try to prove people wrong. I've proven my perimeter game belongs in this league. Gentlemen,
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, special talent. The
All I
Cavaliers
can do,
shooting their first
sneak
free throw
three.
of the night here.
Sneak
And those
three.
aren't the kind of numbers they can
Sneak
afford
three.
to repeat throughout this season.
Works every time. Works every time. Sneak three.
Gibson is really a three-point specialist, Kevin. He's not a pure point guard, even though he handles the ball at times, but his strength is spotting up and knocking down that three.
Every team in the NBA needs shooters. That's what he provides. No good from Roy.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Samardo Samuels. Caspi comes in for Alonzo G. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for C.J. Myers.
Kevin Love, really such a unique player. I mean, you look at his strength and his rebound.
What is square up, Zeller? Y'all not know how to make substitutions with the hood? Yeah. Got the pause make substitutions. Y'all know how to make substitutions with the D-pad. Use the D-pad. Use the D-pad. Make substitution with the D-pad. Stop pausing the game to make substitutions.
And has three-point range. Didn't know he'd be as good as he's been so far.
Fundamentally sound, isn't it?
Very much so.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
We're going to miss you here at UNC, buddy. We're going to miss you at UNC.
Teams in the NBA last season, guys, about 72%.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Waiters has checked in. And Clark, a couple seasons ago, Kevin Love became the first player in league history to make 50 or more threes and pull down 300 or more offensive rebounds in a season.
That's a lot of glass eating.
That's Steve. That guy's covering a lot of territory on the floor.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. He's one of the most unique players in the game. You know, not really a post-up big, but gets a lot of points on offensive rebound, putbacks, and then steps out all the way to the three-point line. So you really have to cover a lot of ground with him defensively.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Dishes to Budinger. Kirilenko feeds to Budinger. Another shot. The offensive rebound. Outside Roy.
Don't give me that.
Now, and it's rejected.
And they're struggling a little bit on the glass. They've got to pick up their physical play in the paint.
Yeah, it's about being tougher and more physical, just as you said, Steve. If they can do that better, they've got a chance to come back.
Not a bad way to rebuild if you're Cleveland. Two
come
top
on,
five picks
yeah.
in the 2011 draft. They used those picks on Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson. Those guys are going to be part of the foundation of this club for many years to come.
Love dishes to
take
Budinger.
Ridnour automatically.
That doesn't go either for Ridnour. Here's Roy. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home.
And you really don't want to give up too many dunks like that. One is too many.
Oh, yeah. No, certainly you're right. You know, that's making it way too easy for sure.
Yeah, major breakdown defensively. They've got to tighten things up here.
Irving made an immediate impact for the Cavaliers, and Tristan Thompson, Clark, eased into his role as the season progressed. Definitely a good duo for Cavalier basketball.
Well, anytime you're trying to
shoot somebody else.
Build, it's nice to be able to get two talented building blocks in one draft, as the Cavs did. I mean, you can't say enough about how great those two are, because not only do they have talent, they're hard workers too, and excited about the future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Zeller, he's checked in for Verejao. Samuels comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Alonzo G's subbed in for Casper.
A look now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. 5th in rebounding, 10th in scoring. And they were top 10 in free throw percentage. That's always helpful in winning games.
And this is a team that really relied most heavily on the rebounding numbers that you talked about. I mean, at top 5, they're a team that likes to attack the lane at both ends of the floor, really control the glass on defense and try to pound you inside.
That's all you look for.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Gentlemen, the Timberwolves seem to be turning a corner in respectability, and even the real powerhouse teams in the league are taking notice. Reigning MVP and NBA champion LeBron James said they're a good team. If they continue on the path that they're on now, they can become a playoff team because they have veterans and they have young guys. When you have that type of mix and that chemistry with Coach Adelman and their system, they can do it. If not right now, then very soon. Gentlemen, we'll see.
Doris, a lot of promise on this team. We'll see how they develop. And they double up Roy. And Budinger kicks it to Ridnour.
The block's not great. Not going to rebound.
Kicks it out to Ridnour. From deep. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Roy's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, that's a quality look there. The defense a bit late.
And 2 straight now from long range, putting up points in a hurry, Clark.
Oh, my God.
And stolen by Love. 4 on 3 as they bring it up.
Well, he does not shoot with Chase Budinger.
Budinger dishes to Love.
He's the best shooter. Well, not the best shooter, but
off the mark.
He's automatic on the game.
Here's G. He's guarded by Ridnour. Budinger against Gibson. Spins to the middle. Shot is blocked. But they recover it. Clock is at 3. Offensive rebound. Good. Samuels got his first basket of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And the officials call.
Oh my goodness, stop game.
A little overeager right there. Left his feet too early.
And if you're already boxed out, you got to try to work to get around. Otherwise, it's a surefire foul.
First one falls for him. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And G drops them both.
That's a I hate computer crap.
And the
This
call
is
time.
hell.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers
35-22 at the half.
The season officially underway.
Let's go.
Kevin Love really has his.
Like a Kyrie Irving hat. Like a Kyrie Irving hat.
And a
Let's
lot
go,
of the
Kyrie.
chances that this team has gotten have come because
The Kyrie Irving hat. Kyrie Irving
He's
hat.
scrapping and fighting and positioning down there and doing everything he can within the rules to get his team extra chances.
Oh, now you take a shot with Chase.
I think it's just a credit to his hustle out there.
Kyrie Irving hat. Let's go. Oh,
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Thompson at the 4 and Verjao at the 5. Irving and Waiters in the
hey, come on, Kyrie. I can't.
Miles
I
in at the
can't
3.
post you.
I think he's
Then
capable of shooting
you
the
don't
ball
give me
much
none.
better than he has so far. I don't
Oh,
think there's
Kyrie,
any doubt
let's go
about
now.
that, guys.
Give me something to brag about. Give me something to brag
There are a
about.
number of teams in the Western Conference that can find success when matching up against the Eastern Conference opponents, but Timberwolves weren't one of them. They didn't really
think
capitalize
it's done,
on
folks.
their chances against.
I'm missing shots. I ain't so bad about the rebounds. Oh man. Here we go. Let's see what's happening here. 2, 1, and it's a wrap. Again.